Just to go over what we discovered and measured in your assessment the other day, really only two things. The first thing was just the measurement of our lead wrist angle, so how much angle we have at the top, and then the maximum set halfway or later into the downswing here. So these are the numbers we're going to try and widen a little bit over time. So you got 66 degrees and then max set at 44. Now the reason we want to try and widen it a little bit is because through impact here, if you look at our rib cage rotation, we get open with our rib cage about 6 or 7 degrees. So that's something that we want to open up more, because when we saw your TrackMan numbers, everything was really, really good. Just the face tended to overtake a little bit and close that a couple of degrees too much. So the more we can get that rib cage opening up, the more you can be able to stabilize that face. And creating a little bit more width in the downswing is going to really help that. So then just as a visual, we'll take you up to the top. So something that we're going to keep measuring here. So we get to your sort of your top of back swing here, this angle here. So this is 64, 65 degrees. And then you can see this drop in the graph here on the right. So that's our max set. On this particular swing, our max set was about 44 degrees. So when we have that much set there in the downswing, our rib cage has to kind of stall and hang back slightly. So you can see our rib cages were coming into impact there, 3 degrees open, and then we get to impact, it gets to about 5 or 6. So if you're looking at the swing from overhead, when the rib cage isn't opening up, the club has to then pass by the body. And it's when the club head sort of outraces our body pivot, that's when our face gets just a little bit more closed than maybe we'd like it through the ball. So our main job is we're going to feel a little bit wider here in transition, and that little bit more width is going to help us open up that rib cage a little bit more through the ball. It's going to help us manage our club face a little bit, and that is it. Everything else, really, really good assessment.